Yeah, hello everyone out there. This is a new video for RockVoice.de. I've been asked to do a short video clip on my Star Destroyer, which I built back in 2007. So this is why I didn't take too many photos for documentation. But all in all, here is the finished model. It's a quite short scale compared to the really big studio model of the Star Destroyer as seen in The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I'm gonna show you in a few seconds a few of the main details, what I've changed, and I changed a lot, I can tell you so far. Just so far to say that the basis for this one has been the old kit by AMT MPC Ertl. Maybe you remember this one, folks. This has been in store about I would have said 15 to 20 years ago, and the kit is quite cool, but it's not a Star Destroyer, folks. It's something that looks like a Star Destroyer, but all in all it's not correct. So this one is originally sealed, factory sealed, as you can see. And what I took are the upper and below fuselage halves, and that's basically it, and built the rest from scratch. And even the upper and lower fuselage halves were given a lot of modification. And yeah, I'm going to keep this one on the attic for, I don't know. Maybe I'll build this one someday, sooner or later, and do some crazy other modification or whatever. Yeah, one of the Star Destroyer's major problems to me has always been the incorrect angle of most of the superstructure and fuselage parts. So this is why I took a hairdryer and bend all these areas, the whole structure, squeeze it to the correct level, and also build the walls here between the upper and the lower fuselage halves from scratch. They were way too big and had only poor detail. So all in all, this was one of the main problems to remedy. Most characteristic and distinguishing from other Star Destroyers is the bridge and the face of the Star Destroyer, if you like. And this was really some hard work, because it's such a small model. Here's my finger for comparison, and just so you get an idea of when I built the Star Destroyer back in 2006-2007, there were not as many good resources for reference photos as they are now, gladly, on the internet. So all I had was the Star Wars Chronicles book and the Star Wars 2 Indiana Jones book, and some photos I collected on the internet somewhere. So as soon as I figured out the correct structure of all the buildings here, of the upper parts, I tried to get as many tiny details as close to the studio model as even possible. So as you look here, it's basically a lot of parts that looked alike, the bigger ones that were used on the studio model, and the rest was just built from scratch from styrene sheet or from some very small, very thin photo etched parts. And yeah, that's it. A lot of patience, of course. Now it's time to show you some interesting areas, some interesting parts. I'm going to take this from the display stand carefully. Hello? Thanks. Okay, so here's the laser batteries. Again, superstructure. I'm going to turn it now so that you can see the hangar. These hangars, the small and the big one, are parts from Odyssey Slipways. A huge thanks to Chris Proctor for supplying me with these parts that are really great, and one all-in-all shot. Just to avoid confusion, here's the Star Destroyer Mark II next to the Star Destroyer Mark I, as seen in the first movie, A New Hope. And so you can see the bridge tower is all different, and the whole superstructure, the fuselage is different. The triangle has a different shape, and maybe you will recognize this one, which is very characteristic for A New Hope. Yeah, these were some impressions of my two Star Destroyers. Mainly, of course, the Mark II Star Destroyers, which is the more famous one. Now they are going back into display in our living room, and yeah, I hope to see you on next videos, although I actually don't see you. Hope you visit my YouTube channel, my website, which is www.rockvoice.de, and if you're interested in singing, of course, rockvoice.org and BE for Belgium and all the rest. You figure it out. And since then, may the force be with you. See you, bye.